And we are back. And I don't know what the fuck is going on with my hair today. Keeps getting in my eyes and driving me fucking bonkers. What's up, ninjas and ninjas? In case I forgot to say that, welcome to Warframe. Since Jacob had to go, he lied, by the way, said we'd been streaming for 2 hours. It'd been an hour and like 15 minutes, so sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention to the time, and I need to set up some kind of counter or somethings for when I go live so I can tell how long I've been going. But at least you guys got like an hour of Terra, so there's that.
Inbox messages await the operator.
Oh, what's this?
I wonder what they
Barrow Ketir is in. Alright. He told me that. He's at Saturn at Coronia Relay. Busy, 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 busy. Calm! I love how it says calm and then it's still just about as swamped. Hey, there we go. People showing back up. I appreciate it, guys. I really do. Sorry about the little stop there. And Jacob actually lied about how long we've been streaming. I figured he'd like looked at the time before we started because I had forgotten to. It was only about an hour and like 15 minutes or something, so sorry about cutting Terra so short. But I can't really make progress without him in the game because I've been playing the game with him, so it is unfortunate, but it is what it is sometimes. On Warframe, I can make as much progress as I want because I've already got pretty much an in-game character. So we're going to go check out Barrow Ketir. See what he has this week. Hello, Void Trader.
The wait is over, Tenno.
Don't care about that. Don't care about that.
Has arrived.
Prisma Edo chestplate. Blah blah blah. Maim. Primed flow. I already own that. Prisma dual cleavers. That'd be cool. Buzzkill. Sweeping serration. Some special relics. I've only got 35, so I can't afford it even if I did want it. Wait, alright, how much is it first?
Until next time.
375. Good God. I hoard my my prime parts as part of the problem as well. I don't like selling them to Baroque tier. Maybe if I get an opportunity, we'll get a hold of Buzzkill. Oh, not going to worry about that too bad right now. Oh. Yo, what is up, dude? Hey there, Esteban. Thank you so much for dropping by. Glad you could make it. Just playing some Warframe right now. I was streaming some Terra, but my buddy had to go take care of something, so Terra had to end, unfortunately. What's up, Space Wizard? Just wanted to show some support. I really do appreciate it, man. The support is always good to get, good to see. So happy to see you guys when you guys drop by. That's the reason why I try to drop by as often as I possibly can and show support. It's becoming kind of my the slogan for my channel is hashtag show support. Thanks to Cutest Savage, which has just been absolutely amazing. Whenever she pops into the channel just explodes. Everybody loves to talk to her. She's just so much fun. Yeah, it looks great, nice quality. Well, thank you so much. It's just the PlayStation 4 camera hooked up. You know, I've got a well-lit room, thankfully. And eventually I would like to get an actual green screen. Don't get me wrong, I like the blue thing behind me, but it'd be nice if I could blur the rest of that out and just have me sitting there like I do with a lot of other people.
Life support on the way.
It just put me in someone else's game. I wish whenever you started, like even if somebody else had started, it gave you the option to, start a new one and let people join in. Not that I mind, but I mean, already being a minute into the survival match kind of sucks, because that means if you want your kill stack to get up there, you really have to work for it.
Additional life support has arrived.
Where the hell is everybody? I have no idea who she is. She friended me here on Twitch. Cutest Savage is she's another streamer. She just had her first stream the other day, though. She's just a bubbly, fun person to have around. She's pretty awesome there, Wizard. At least I thought she did. Your character looks dope. Thank you. They do this thing called fashion frame now, where people are trying to make their frames look awesome. I worked pretty hard on the color scheme for my Inaros, and I fell in love with him after I started playing with him some. He's not impossible to kill, but he's damn hard to put down.
Here for life support.
And if you look up there, whenever I get hit, that little symbol that appears up next to my health, that looks like a eyeball with like kind of, I guess, a demon eye has 4 something under it. Whenever that shows up, it's because my health is going back up by 8%. That is called Arcane Grace. You can get that on. You can put it on any Warframe. It's just a special. It's a relic, and it makes your Warframe so much harder to kill. Free hero can sell. Used to play this game way back, but it looks much better now. I started it when it was still in early beta. Yeah, it's still. I think it's still considered to be in beta, but. I played it back then as well. They have made a lot of improvements to the game, and with the improvements, they've really worked hard at making things look better, and the gameplay is also better. They've updated the parkour system, which I'm not exactly thrilled with because I think it made it too easy. Like the other one used to actually require some skill. Here you get up next to a wall, you just press X and you just keep going up. Which can be a little frustrating. The old parkour was actually more like trying to get around like a ninja. I liked it a lot better. But DE hasn't gotten any real feedback like that because most people like the newer system, which makes sense. It's easier. It's just it made it where there were secret areas that used to be a real pain to get to. Now they're not a problem at all.
Another life support capsule is now available.
But c'est la vie. You have your guide wearing a cape. Yeah, it's actually called a Sonata in this game, or Sidana, something like that. Every Warframe can wear one. It's just when I saw that one, it kind of looked like royalty, and since I've got the Inaros helmet, and he's supposed to be... Inaros is known as the Sky God, which is weird because like all of his powers have to do with sand.
Keep up the good work.
I hope that they don't try to leave right away, because I was actually wanting this survival to last for a bit. Let's see here. Haven't gotten any kind of fancy stuff for my PS4 brain.
Get ready for a capsule.
Yeah, it takes a little while to start getting some of the fancier stuff. As you can see, Brokey Tier actually had one that he was selling. That was one of the fancier things. I don't want to get rid of my extra Prime parts to be able to get it. But everything in this game can be gotten without ever having to put $1 into it. Just putting money into the game makes it go, obviously faster. And over the years that I've played this game, I have donated here and there. But not just so I can get stuff faster. It's I want to support DE because it's like they're one of the coolest developers. Because I mean, for an indie game, this looks like an A+ game. You know, I mean, it looks amazing, and it's very smooth. It's got a couple glitches here and there that you run into, but it's pretty rare that happens. But that happens in AAA titles as well. You know, look at Bethesda and like Skyrim. Now you know that's a buggy system. Don't get me wrong, I love Bethesda games. I love Skyrim. I love Fallout. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas were amazing. Fallout 4 was great. I loved the storyline when I first played it, but the game doesn't have a whole lot of replayability to me because I mean, you're really locked into the same storyline. You can choose which faction you want to play as, but no matter what, I mean, they're all the good choices, you know. I preferred Fallout 3 and New Vegas because there was that morally gray area and that you got to exist in. I felt like they really kind of tried to take that from you in 4. And granted, the character you are, Nick, he was a good guy before the war, so it sort of makes sense, I guess. Yay, a broken cell for everybody. Oh no, somebody's bleeding out. I'm coming. Oh yeah, I should probably also let these guys know that they're being streamed. Nope. I normally do. Streaming live on Twitch. Lord Kujaro, say hi. Short, simple, short, simple, and right to the point. Die. 19 comments. Nate was a veteran of Anchorage. I don't particularly count veterans of the resource wars as good people. Yeah, but I mean, like, there was some, like, a couple of morally gray areas that you could go, you know, siding with the Minutemen or siding with the Railroad. But I mean, they were all in the Fallout universe good choices, you know. I mean, there wasn't like an actual evil choice. Even whenever you took over the Institute, I mean, it wasn't really an evil choice. That's the reason why Bethesda tried to save it by whenever they did Nuka World by allowing you to choose to side with the Raiders, which was neat. I mean, that was a cool concept. It's just, it came so late in the game that there was no way I was going to start taking over my own settlements that I've worked so hard on for the damn Raiders. And, like, my Sanctuary produced over, like, 1,500 water an hour in-game. So, I mean, I had so much water. I could take the water that I produced just at Sanctuary and go and completely clear out 3 or 4 different stores.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
Ooh, 50 Indo. And that's caps and product all. Granted, it was pretty late game when I started doing that, but still. If you guys would like, if you guys want, I'd be happy to do a full stream of me playing Fallout 4. I'm going to use mods, just so you know, because now that's available. And I haven't done that on here, but the game, I mean, it's not a new game to me, so don't expect new reactions of, oh, hey, I didn't see this, because I've done a lot in that game. That'd be cool. All right. I mean, if that's something you guys would like to see, I mean, like I said, I'm more than happy to do it. I love the game. And but I would love to see like Lex play that Space Wizard, because I think she could build some way cooler homes and stuff that I could. And don't get me wrong, even when I play with mods, I don't want to play with stuff that makes the game too easy or anything. But one thing I definitely do want to do is play so it unlocks other stuff, such as more building materials and that kind of thing. Because the game has so many in there, but they limited you to what you could use, so the stuff that they allow you to be able to have access to is sweet. I was going to download the new Vegas Faction Armor mod for 4. I see a lot of that kind of stuff you can't get on the PlayStation because of how they limited it. I would love if they would put something like that in on the, what's it called? That other mod source that they came out with, the Creation Club. Now, while I think Creation Club is stupid, and I got the season pass when I bought Fallout 4, I still use it because you get better mods and they can actually add new stuff to the game. So, I mean, the double-edged sword, I hate that Bethesda went that route. Either that or allow anyone to be able to post the Creation Club. I would appreciate that more, because then at least I could get more stuff, and the creators of the stuff would be able to get paid, which I'm all for that, you know. I know I have 4 on PC. I got some of the Creation Club mods to try them out. Well, whenever they introduced it, they gave, I think, 500 out to PlayStation users at least. And then I went ahead and bought some. I still have most of them because most of the stuff that they put on there so far has not been anything that I actually have any interest in. Like, just reskinning the your power suit armor just doesn't do it for me. I did buy the skins for the guns, though, the old army skin, because I think it looks cool. The modders get paid a one-time payment. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't like what Bethesda did there. I wish they would have made Creation Club how the modders, submitted things, and that the modders were the ones making money, instead of Bethesda paying for someone else to make the mod and then just sitting there and raking in the profits. I mean, I understand that all games pretty much anymore all have these microtransactions, and they're designed to sit there and make perpetual money. But some companies are getting extremely greedy with the microtransactions. I don't mind giving some money for something that I support, something that I care about. But when you get down into that level where you're just screwing people, essentially, I've got real issues with that. And did anybody say hi? Nobody said hi. That's too bad. So do you have any cool relics for your people on Warframe? I mean, I'm super glad that I've got that Arcane Grace, because it makes Inaros way harder to kill. And he was already pretty tough. Made a mod that on Creation Club I got paid like $50 for Bethesda to rack in cash. Yeah. That's what I mean, though. Wouldn't you rather charge less for your mod, $70, $1 or something, and then, but every time anyone downloaded it, you got paid? Even if you got paid half of that, it would be worth it then. And I would be much more supportive of the system. Some of the choices that they've decided to go with just have not been the best, in my opinion. Alright, you know what? I'm going to switch over to my sword. Let's kill some things. Yeah, got that Ash Courier. Too bad I've already got Ash and Ash Prime. Just the most basic of basic stuff. Yep. I was there for quite a while, and then when I first gave any money to the game, it was because they released Ash Prime, and I had already fallen in love with Ash. So I was like, well, hell yeah, I want the Prime version. So So, you know, gave them $60, $70, whatever it was. And I loved it. But then they went and fucking nerfed Ash and changed how he worked. So now I pretty much don't use Ash anymore. Well, that's the thing, is I really think that companies that are doing that kind of shit are going to end up getting the boot by players. People are getting sick of that crap. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh yeah, I also have a lifesteal mod in my sword, so whenever I hit anybody, my life goes back up too. And somebody's trying to go to the exit already. Oh, and I actually did not put my head up over the mini-map this time, which is nice. And it's just over my gun, that's fine. Why are they trying to leave? This is supposed to be a survival match. Is this as long as you can make it? Yeah, EA is really, really bad about the microtransactions. I haven't played an EA game in years because of that. And it's like, the coolest features about your game, you know, did not used to be behind a paywall. And then, of course, now you got other companies today that they don't release completed games. They release games in sections, and then they want you to buy the content to make the game what they promised it was going to be before release.
Another job well executed.
What's that game called? 1 second here. Hate the blue screen, you guys, but I've actually bought the game because I thought it was going to be awesome. No Man's Sky. Yep, that's the one. That thing looked like it was going to be awesome. I really hoped that No Man's Sky was going to be what they promised, but No Man's Sky sucks! It sucks! Oh my god, does the game suck! It is not anything like what they promised or what they showed. I really wish that it was. I'm still in a party, right? Yeah, okay. They can't hear me. Destiny. I played Destiny 1. I got it years after it was popular, but I've never played Destiny 2. I've watched a buddy of mine play it a little bit here and there. Yeah, No Man's Sky has had content added, but because of how bad it was at release and for months where they just kind of didn't even address the problem, I've quit playing. I mean, I still have it downloaded, but I've not been on the game since it was released, essentially. After a week of realizing, holy crap, all I do is go from planet to planet trying to find fuel for my thing to move to the next planet. It was so extremely boring, and like the space battles even weren't all that interesting. I think the game had a lot more potential than what they went with.
A lone Tenno operator is raiding this ship for supplies. You are here to distract.
I guess what I was kind of hoping for was more like a Subnautica in space, where it opened up everything, all the entire universe at your fingertips. But it's like you can't even just go off and travel anywhere. You're stuck in that little area of whatever planet you jump near to.
Will buy you more time.
And it's like, well, what if I don't want to do the light speed? What if I want to, to fly from one point to another? I just think that there's more you could do with space than what they did. I had high hopes for the game, but it's like you can't even modify your spaceship unless they finally added that in. Like, I realize you get that first starter spaceship, and then you can, you know, work your way up to better spaceships, but I don't know. I guess I was hoping for more because what they promised was so much more than what they gave us. Like, I've watched videos talking about the stuff that they've uploaded and added, and that it's closer to what they promised, you know. But it's been, what, 2 years since it was released? Boom. Destiny 2 is shit. Yeah, I'm not really super wild about that kind of game to begin with.
Additional life support has arrived.
Transference still holding.
Kameha! Kamehameha!
Life support replenished.
I miss the ability to use the original super that they introduced once you got the operator too. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the fact that I can run around as the operator.
Get ready for a capsule.
And it's helpful in certain spots with no doubt. I mean, it's definitely got its uses. Do I have all of those? Nope.
I've delivered their life support capsule.
Alright. Who are we all in here with? Quit using that. By the way, the shotgun I'm using is the Tigris Prime. I highly recommend it to everyone because it is amazing. I have one-shotted level 100 people with it. I mean, it is the greatest weapon in the game, in my opinion, so far.
Incoming. That should keep you going for a while. Another life capsule is now available.
Die, die, die! Yeah! That's the way. Uh-huh, uh-huh. I like it. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Do you know if they kept in the universal vacuum on this game that they were talking about adding?
Our operatives in progress. This will help our cause.
Because that's one of the reasons I don't use my Kubros more, is the fact that the Kubros do not have vacuum, and that's kind of annoying. They opened vacuum up for all of the companions because pretty much the only thing people were using was this one because of vacuum.
Life support on the way.
And to me, I'm sitting here like, well, of course, vacuum is the most useful thing that the companion can do. Pretty sure that even if it didn't attack, that would still be the most popular one.
Another life support capsule.
Where is the exit here? Oh, it's the shit exit. There are such better options.
Life support on the way.
That's a bad little man. No. Alright, is everybody headed this way or just these two?
Your life support capsule is now available.
Okay. Heading this way. Whoopee! We're plastids and Matt keeps switching positions. Damn it, Bill Gates.
Attack us and we will counter.
Alright, real quick here. Why not? Streaming live on Twitch. Say hi. Sometimes people say hi, sometimes people say ugh.
Life support?
Either way, it's fun to let people know that this is being streamed so that they can show the proper love or whatever. What the hell? He's just standing there.
Additional life support has arrived.
Alright. Enjoy. Whatever the hell's going on there, Nidus. Oh boy. Man, what is it with people wanting to leave so early? Seriously.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
Fine, Bill Gates. It is way too hot in this little ass office. Oh, what we got here? I'm back. I've been listening in the background. Good stuff so far. You got a nice attitude overall. Oh man, I certainly appreciate that. I try to have a good time when I'm on here. To me, that's part of the community, is the personality of the person that you're watching. I would love to see you guys interact with each other and everybody network and everybody grow up, and let's all go get affiliate. Actually, I think you already are affiliated, aren't you? How long have I been streaming? Back on YouTube, I streamed for about 8 months, and then it just kind of crushed me. YouTube, it was just so, not YouTube itself, but like the YouTube community just kept pounding me. And then finally, I switched over here just 3 weeks ago on Twitch. And actually, my Twitch followers is already higher than my YouTube followers, so thank you guys so much. Hey, how's it going there? Nice. At least somebody said something. So it's been a journey, but I've really enjoyed the Twitch community so much more. They were toxic. The only people who came into my channel to do any chatting were saying some horrendous things, or and I'm the same person here that I was there. But sitting there posting things like, that was back when I still had my PlayStation set up so that it was showing the comments on the side here, like, yo faggot, how you doing, bitch boy, all kinds of stupid shit. And it's just like, man, first off, I don't know you. You're not hurting my feelings by posting that kind of stuff, so I don't know what you're getting out of it. But some people can be toxic, some people are not. So far over here on Twitch, the community has been so much better, so much cleaner, so much more fun. Well, I certainly appreciate it, man. I'm having a blast. I've only been back doing streaming for the past, like I said, 3 weeks. This Sunday will actually be my 3rd week here on Twitch. And I love it. I love the community. I love streaming. I've actually got a stable schedule now posted for, of what I'm playing on what day. And I'm really trying to put forth the effort to be there for people I've met on Twitch, and support their streams, and working on my own streams. There's still a lot of things I don't understand how to do here on Twitch, because even the setup of the system is so much harder than it is on YouTube. Like whenever you're down here underneath where it's streaming at, where it says edit panels, people have pictures of my stream times and frequently asked questions. And it's like a lot of that stuff I would love to know how to do, but it's like I'm completely clueless on how to get all of that to look as good as what people are doing. So, but I'm working on it as I go. And now we're going to go do the limbo theorem, which can and cannot be good depending on which one we're doing. Yeah, that's very true, sir. It does take time, but I love it, and I'm trying to treat this almost like it is a second job. So it's not something that I come in on and then just like, yeah, whatever, I'll get to it when I get to it. It's no, I've told you guys I'm going to be here at 2:30 Monday through Friday, and I do my damnedest to be here between 2:30 to about 2 hours, because I also work full time, so. By the time you get home, you take an hour off to relax a little bit. You stream for 2 hours. That's already a 13-hour day before you then have to eat dinner, take care of whatever you have to take care of in the real world, plus go to sleep because you have to wake up at 3:30 in the morning. It takes a lot out of you. Nice Rhino, Maddie. Matsy? Guessing the 5 is supposed to be an S. Oopsie. Yoink. Quit. But yeah, keep the right attitude. People keep coming. I got you on the second job too. Full-time job here too. Respect you for all the hard work then. Oh man, I certainly feel that, and I definitely throw all respect back, because I know this is so much harder to do than what people think that it is. You just sit down and bullshit in front of a camera, and there is some of that where you sit there and you're just, you know, talking to yourself, especially when you don't have anybody in your stream, and you're just trying to think of something to talk about. There, you know, there definitely is that side of it. But as well, you know, there is the side of it is a lot of work to know what you're going to play, to try to remember the controls, to have that consistent positive attitude where you're sitting there and you're having a good time and not trying to let the stresses of the day get at you. Even though it's only streaming for 2 hours, plus there is the stress of, like, I don't know what your average viewer count is. Mine is not. I mean, it's about 7 to 10. And the first time that I got to 10 on here, it was great, but on YouTube, you know, I absolutely panicked, because I'm much more naturally I'm an INTP for the Meyer-Briggs thing. I know that introverted. I'm introverted, and whoever it is just left. So being an introvert makes it extremely difficult to be able to do anything like this, especially because you really have to put yourself out there. And I'm not the one to do that. So I panicked the first time and pretty much ended my stream on YouTube the first time that happened. But I've gotten much more confident. I'm much more relaxed around the camera now, trying not to do the whole freak out and that kind of stuff anymore. So, but you know, like you said, it takes time, and there's a lot that goes into it. I love doing this, and it would just make my absolute day if this was my actual job. I would also be able to stream longer. But you know, for right now, I'm trying to treat it as a side job and a hobby, and I absolutely adore everything about this, even though it's so much to be in there. And thank you. I'm glad that I appear to be relaxed and at ease also. Much more than I was originally. Plus, originally I was actually streaming from my bedroom, which is back there. So I've been setting up my office for a while, and I finally got my office set up the way that I wanted it to, so I can actually stream directly from my office here at my house. Which I think looks way better. And it gives me the ability to do things that I wasn't able to do there from the bedroom. Like, if you go back and look at any of my old videos, like if you can find my first video there on YouTube, I was so retardedly nervous. I'm sitting there stuttering, and you know, I mean, I'd never done anything like this before. So to sit there and try to think of something to talk about, and had a lot of pauses and ums and ahs, and luckily that's not as big of an issue now. It still does come up whenever I'm trying to remember what something is called, or like a game that I played forever ago. Yeah, there's so much to do before and after the stream, on top of the networking and social media. I also edited together a lot of funny little highlight montages. Those can take hours, but people enjoy them, and I have fun making them. Yeah, that's the other thing that people don't understand is, like, even most of my stuff is done as live streams, but even just doing that, there's about 40 minutes of setup work that I have to do beforehand, of getting the room the way to actually make it the proper lighting and everything, to set up the computer, to get this hung up and everything, because obviously I don't leave it up in between streams. There's a lot of work to do before, and then there's the after work of cleaning up after everything and putting stuff back. I mean, there is quite a bit involved to get all this done. I would love to be able to do some of that. Also, the editing and that kind of stuff. I've done a couple of non-stream videos. Both of them were like playing Would You Rather, which I thought I got some hilarious questions on that. Those were still pretty early when I was extremely nervous. Should do some more of those. I'm not entirely sure what type of content you guys like best from me either, though. So I keep trying to switch it up and put it out there, but I don't want to be labeled as one game. I like the variety streaming because I don't I want to play what I want to play also, not just what I think you guys want to watch. So it's like War Thunder has been very well received. Some of my two most popular streams ever were playing War Thunder, and so should I be the War Thunder guy? It's not. It's as much as I enjoy that game. I like playing Fallout. I like playing Warframe and Thief and even Terra there with Jacob. I know you missed that one just before this stream, but I enjoy playing those things, and I want to be able to play whatever I feel like at the time. So it's a weird mixture of trying to hit that balance of something that's enjoyable to watch, but is also something that you enjoy to play. And hopefully I'm entertaining. I try to be. At least I laugh at myself pretty often, even whenever I'm sitting there and playing a game and have to repeat the same sequence 15 times because I keep dying. Keeping that positive attitude, I think, is a huge portion of it. Yes, you are very goofy. Well, thank you. I can't wait to come check out one of your streams, man. I didn't realize that you were just doing a test earlier today, and your one buddy was ribbing you pretty good. Although if he was wanting to watch a good YouTuber, I'm not sure I would recommend PewDiePie. I know a lot of people really love him. He's just not my cup of tea. Not one bit. Oh, I'm good. I'm sorry. Did I read that wrong? Yeah, me too. That's why I'm watching you, because you do a variety. Ah. Well, the variety, I think, really, it adds spice, and then I'm not sitting there trying to... Like the people who only play horror games, and that's all they play. It's like, you do build up a tolerance to that, so at one point, it stops being legitimate, and you're just, oh! For the camera, and I don't want to be that. I want to be legitimate on my stream, so when I laugh my ass off at something, it's because I think it is hilarious. Like on Terra, the first time you run into those little dog people, you're talking to them, and then mid-talking to them, they just start breaking into this dance, doing this. Oh my god, I laughed my ass off. I actually toppled over here in the chair and just laughed, because it was the funniest thing I've ever seen somebody put into a video game. I don't know what the little dog people are called, unfortunately. Oh, it was a typo. Well, I'm fine with being goofy. It doesn't bother me any. Unless you mean like Goofy the Disney character. In that case, might take some offense to that. Have you guys seen the little YouTube clip somebody made of Mickey Mouse divorcing Minnie? And the judge comes out and reads it. It says, you want to divorce your wife because she was acting really silly? And he's like, that's not what I said. I said it's because she was fucking goofy.
Support incoming.
Also, yay for Scatterbrain, because I'm all over the place. Need to look that up? Yeah, you do. It is absolutely hilarious. By the way, if you would like, sir, I can also throw your name on here. But there, right there, are all the other YouTube streamers and streamers here on Twitch that have been really nice to me, really helping me out. And I appreciate them all so much. You'll find me on all of their streams as time goes by. They are some of the coolest people that I've ever come in contact with. And you seem like you deserve to be on that list, sir, of people that I consider a friend, because it's so good to see people who support and are there for everybody, especially the small streamer community, because it is a lot of work, and to be able to talk about your frustrations to somebody else can be life-changing for people. Well, I certainly appreciate that, sir. I didn't put a link to the people because it only gave me so many characters to work with. I think there's like maybe 50 characters left on there. And happened to put the links on for YouTube because I was having my friends that I've made over there, they were coming here to support me, and I was trying to tell people about their channels, and they kept subbing. That's the other thing. Following their Twitch, and it's like, no, you don't understand, they don't use Twitch, they stream over on YouTube, so that's why I went ahead and included the links. And then Stream Elements keeps blowing up my channel. I hope I have that set at a good interval. Like, if that's being annoying, I hope you guys will let me know, because I can change the intervals on that. I just wanted a way to be able to tell you guys throughout the chat, hey, if you want to keep up with me, this is happening, or...
Right for synthesis.
Oh, that's the synthesis target. Okay. We'll scan it. How's he still moving while he's being held by that? Normally that holds him pretty good. Gotcha, bitch.
Share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
15 Indo. That's totally not worth it. I've actually got quite a bit of Indo. Since it helps whenever you find one Warframe that you like to use, and then you can just level that one up really good. Then you don't have to sit there and try to worry about the other stuff. Should I get a bot? I don't have one. I'm not really sure I want one, but I don't know. It's like everyone has one. I don't know. It depends on everything, I think. The reason that I got one is because, well, one, it gave me the alert of, hey, somebody followed you, and I really wanted that because, not having, I want to be able to thank people, and I didn't know how else to do it, so whenever anybody hits that follow button, it pops up there, hey, Kijaro, so-and-so just followed you, and then I've told it to have it say, so thank them, bitch, or something like that. And I found it to be helpful, and then I wanted to include other things on there, like, if you guys do like me, hey, I'm also on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, if you guys want to follow me, I would appreciate it. It's another way also to keep in contact with me, or to let me know what's going on, if you guys want to see a particular game or something. And I also found out just recently that you can do polls on Twitter, which I was unaware of. So I would like to be able to post, hey guys, should I run this game today or this game for like during the weekends or on my MMO day, just so that you guys have some say in what I'm doing as well. I'm trying to give back to the community as well as play something that you guys enjoy. At least that was my thought behind me getting it. Is any way that I can try to stay more connected to help you guys out more, and that seemed like a pretty easy way to do it. Well, I have all the alerts and stuff like that, but I don't have one in my chat. Well, I guess it's entirely up to you. A lot of people have them, and that's the reason why I went ahead and got one too. It was like, well, I kind of like it. I didn't want mine where it was sitting there blowing up the chat. Like, as much as Marzi is awesome, hers does post quite a bit, and she knows it, so she's programmed hers to say stuff, like, I'm in a timeout because I talk too much. But Stream Elements was free, and, I was like, yeah, why not? We'll check it out. I do like the commands, the exclamation point commands. Some people have done some really unique things with theirs and made them into games and interactive and stuff for people. So I kind of want to do that too. To anything that makes the user experience more fun. Like on Ropodog's stream, hers, if you do IT, it says Joe Appreciation Society, which is something the community came up with on her channel. They do that all the time, you know, hashtag Joe Appreciation Society, because he always brings her tea. It's her boyfriend. And, you know, it just is a fun thing, and since the community started doing that, she added in that command, and now people do that command all the time. So, I want to make it fun. I guess that's my main thing. I've got the iFriend command, and I believe you can do the fight, or duel, it's duel. And then you put in another user's name, and you're supposed to be able to fight them somehow. I haven't quite figured out how that works. And then, of course, there's you can ask it a question and then do the exclamation point I 8-ball, and it does stuff. So, you know, just trying to make the chat interactive and fun, and especially because I have had chat get a little out of hand for me, and I'm still what I consider to be a relatively small streamer, where I miss something that gets posted. And I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want people to feel like they're not appreciated for subbing, because I appreciate following YouTube terms. I certainly appreciate the fuck out of anyone who's willing to drop by and take a look at my channel and wants to hang out and chat some. I mean, it's uplifting to my day, too, to see you guys hanging out, you know?
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
Yeah, and some of these mods they're giving are just garbage mods. And I accidentally used my Naros clone, didn't mean to. So. People seem to really like Nightbot. I don't know if that's better than Stream Elements, but Stream Elements seem like a pretty decent one to me. So that's what I ended up going with. Like I said, though, if it does become too much of a hassle to where it's posting too soon, I really want you guys to let me know, and I will alter that. Because you want it to be adding to the experience, not making it hostile, or, you know, just like I put the one in there so that if you guys wanted to, you could donate to me. By no means is that required or anything, and I put it in there more because I've had people ask. And, you know, if you guys want to buy me a Mountain Dew, I'd appreciate it, but you don't sure as hell don't have to. That is entirely optional. I don't want anyone to feel pressured or anything, so if that ever comes across as that, also let me know, and I will remove that, because I want you guys to feel welcome and enjoyable here. What'd you say here? Alright, man, I have to head out. It was nice watching. Have a great stream. Bam out! Alright, Bam, thank you so much for dropping by, man. I certainly appreciate you hanging out. I will definitely check out your stream again as well next time you're doing an actual stream. Got to keep that positive mental attitude. Later, bud. Woohoo! Alright, where is everyone? Lots of bad guys. Alright, people are back here. Nope, they're downstairs somehow. I am totally lost. Oh, that's amazing. I love these levels, how they loop back on each other. Okay, can't go that way. It looks like that's where people are. It gotta be this way. There we go. least ran into one other player. Do. Hey, got the Gorgon again. At 20 minutes in this place and it's still not an issue, not hard. It can get very hard very quickly in the void, so by no means am I saying, oh look at me, I'm unstoppable. Like I said, the way I've got my Inaro set up makes him hard to kill, but I'm not one of those people who thinks that he's invincible. As long as you watch the health of any Warframe, you can keep just about any of them alive. I hear my brother in the other room. The damn Inaro's clone almost got shot. Wouldn't have hurt it, but did not mean to throw it down. I like using them best on defense missions because I can throw it down and leave it there at the defense target.
Look what our Tenno operative just found.
Ooh, a Neo Z1. Now that's interesting. Death to Smoochie! Just thinking about Smoochie there, where it's, you know, save the rhino, and then Robin Williams starts beating him up. Save the Randolph! Save the Randolph! Incidentally, I don't know if any of you guys play Yu-Gi-Oh! By no means do I play at like tournament level or anything. My nephew definitely does, but I just enjoy messing around with the game. But they have that one card in there called Bad Reaction to, and then I think it's supposed to be like Simochi or something. But ever since seeing that, I've always thought that it was, you know, Bad Reaction to Smoochie. Like, oh hey, you're killing them with kindness. It's a fun little card. Death to all the things. And now my cheeks are hurting from smiling too much. Thanks so much, Esty. You guys making me smile and laugh. I certainly appreciate it. Can't have enough smile and laughter in this life. You might as well just grab life and try to enjoy it as much as humanly possible. Oh, I do see that there's one other person watching, you know. Wish you would say hi. I'd love to be able to greet you properly, tell you hello. But even if that's not a thing, you know, appreciate you for hanging out. Woohoo! Uh-oh. Going to get together with Wolfman Guap 87 later and plan on doing some Hawken, which is a game I've never played before. So if you guys want to see hilarious failing action, definitely check that stream out. I don't know when Guap wants to get together to do that, but he has mentioned it, and it's only 4:37, so it's not too awful late yet. And let me check something real quick, guys. Quit hitting me. For aw. Sorry, I just saw a picture of Wolfman's little kid again. She is absolutely adorable. Apparently 4 years old. Got that little smile back behind her dad. Oh, yay. Oh, what's this here? Sorry, I'm back. I thought you stopped there. I'll lurk here for a while. Oh, no, haven't stopped yet, buddy. You're welcome to lurk. You're welcome to hang out. Whatever you would like to do. I plan on showing your stream some love too, my man. Are you planning on streaming any more today, or you just kind of lurk around on the weekends? Since I met you there on Q to Savage stream, I haven't actually had a chance to communicate with you guys too awful much. And like I was just telling Esteban before he left there, you know, I do hope that I'm entertaining to you guys and at least fun to listen to on some level. Talking all kinds of ridiculousness. You know, I do like to think that I'm the highlight of everyone's day. It may not necessarily be true, but I like to think it. And no, I'm not quite that self-deluded. That was from, that's a meme I saw, and I thought it was so hilarious. I set it as my background on Twitter. You can tell how much I use Twitter because I had to think about the name. I use it, but I have it mainly set up to auto-post there whenever I go live on here or when I'm streaming. I intend on making more use out of it, especially since I've learned of some of the other features. But, you know, I'm 33. I'm from a generation that, you know, at least we didn't have that when I was growing up. So I don't quite understand the medium. It's like Facebook even. I don't really get. I've got one because it's the only way to contact some of my friends, but the whole social media experience just a little bit different. The ability to do polls on something like Twitter, though, I'm really going to try to make use of that because I think that would be fun to do for the for like the days where I stream a random MMO, which is Thursdays. Be able to be like, hey, what do you guys want to see today? And then list, you know, 4 different options. Because I've got Terra, I've got War Thunder, which I would consider an MMO. I mean, it's not your typical MMO, but, you know, Warframe even is an MMO, in my opinion. And as much as I love Warframe, it's like I don't want to be stuck as just playing Warframe either. I played a lot of Warframe. We found out the other day it was over 500 hours of Warframe that I've played. I'm not sure what the hell that toxic stuff was that was on me there for just a second. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But the Warframe has been through some updates here just recently, and apparently the next update, we're getting cars, vehicles. And that's going to be super freaking cool. And I cannot wait to see what they do with that. Warframe is really good about adding new game modes, new features, and they give all of that stuff away for free. And the only thing that really costs money, if you want to just purchase it, is like cosmetics. Yeah, but like I said, for a developer like DE that's doing all of this, you know, I'm proud to be able to throw them support here and there, and buy the platinum, because I know that it does help out their bottom line, and it helps them to keep producing content such as Warframe. So, as is becoming the tagline of my channel, show the support.
The more successful we will be.
Woohoo! 30 minutes! Oh, somebody went down. And they died before I could get to them. Hey! Nice! Bad guys are now dropping Aroken cells. A lot of people don't like Warframe because, well, I still think that it has a challenge, especially when you get into the later areas of the game where you're really having to fight around to be able to survive. Like, obviously, right here is not a challenge for me. But, if I stay here long enough, it will become a challenge. But the nice thing about Warframe is, whenever it comes to stuff like that, is a lot of it, you are a shiny gilded god, essentially. I mean, there's very little that can take you down. And I realize that that's not everybody's, you know, what they're looking for in a game, but I so much enjoy co-op games like this instead of something like Call of Duty or whatever. And I realize that there's a shit ton of people who enjoy that type of adversarial game. I'm just not competitive enough. I can be extremely competitive against the PC because I will be damned if a computer's going to beat me. When it comes to other people, it's just like, yeah, great, you one-shotted me when I walked into a room and now I can't play for 10 minutes. It doesn't do it for me. And that's not trying to say anything bad about, you know, if you like that kind of game, you know, to each their own. Still happy you guys came by and decided to hang out and chill, so... My nephew wants me to play Fortnite with him because he knows that that's a game that's going to induce my rage, and he thinks it'd be hilarious to see me get mad and screaming on camera. And it's like, thanks, buddy, love you too. I might play a rage game here or there, and I downloaded Fortnite so I could play with him, but that is so not my kind of game. Okay. Woohoo! By the way, if you guys try to send me any friend requests or anything on PlayStation while I'm streaming, I've got all alerts and that kind of stuff turned off. I'm happy to play with you guys, happy everything else. You gotta let me know some other way, because when you're doing streaming on PlayStation, And whenever you receive any of those messages, even like trophies, which I've gotten used to not having my trophies on, but it puts this giant black box up in the corner of the screen, and it's like, why can't you show, hey, I got this trophy? Why does it have to sit there, and why does that have to be a secret? I just wish PlayStation would allow me to choose what I'm okay sharing and what I'm not. And also, why does the box have to be 3 times bigger than whatever it is displaying on the screen? Just, whatever goes to the stream, make that area blacked out, Bazookazotu? Bazookazu-tazo. Okie dokie. More power to you. And apparently, he's ready to leave, so we'll go ahead and let that happen. Even though I could probably stay in here for another 20 minutes at least before it really become a problem. The guys are getting tougher, but they're not tough enough to slow me down.
We will all share
Hell,
this
still
bounty.
one-shotting
Hold out
most
as long
of them.
as you can. Another job well executed.
At 35. Okay. Sorry, buddy. Didn't see that message. Oh, he got 1 kill more than me. Oh, that close. Well, for a second there, I thought Siri had come back in here and I hadn't noticed. We'll be streaming the missions for this whenever they release the new ones. With the next update, because it's like, just so you guys can see, I've already completed all the quests except for the Glass Gambit. I'm stuck on the end of that one. I need other people to play with me because I'm too good. Whenever I went through and did it, it told me that I was scored too many points and that was not good, and it made me fail the mission for scoring too many points. And it's like, I don't know how not to do that. It kind of makes me feel like he's like the Sith Lord, like you're walking up as Lord Vader. What is thy bidding, my master? Then I want him to be like, it's a disaster, Skywalker, we're after. If no one's seen the Star Wars rap, you definitely need to go check out the Star Wars rap. It is hilarious. Alright, let's do survival, spy, and assassination. Sure. Alright, we'll do the sortie, and then I'll probably end this broadcast here for that purposes. And then I'll come back later tonight with Hawken and hang out with Guap. The sortie ought to take about, 35, 40 minutes. That's if we get through each mission on the first try and don't have to keep having to heal everybody. Oh no, don't start me with this.
A lone Tenno operative is raiding this ship for supplies. You are here to distract the enemy. Trigger the alarm.
Alright, we got McCoy, Simple, and Commander. And let's go ahead and let them know they're streaming. Streaming live on Twitch. Say hello. It's funny to sometimes see what people say. Oh boy. There we go. Like I said, game sometimes has some glitches. Oh, Commandeer, not Commander.
Turned off critical life support systems.
McCoy, where's the last guy?
Stand by for support. The first life support capsule has arrived. Activate it when your supply is low.
Woohoo! Gotta survive for 10 minutes. It seems like the life support's dropping faster than it needs to. This really will not be a problem. The next one might be, because the only real Warframe I've got that can survive in these areas right now is this guy, Inaros. And while that can be fine, at the same time, it can be very hard whenever you're having to do missions like
Life support
what's
on the way.
next, the spy mission, because he is not a stealth at all. I've actually done a sortie doing the stealth part with my operator once I got there. It was a little risky, but it was worth it. Hey everybody, there's a boar thing over here. Oopsie!
I've delivered another
He
life
told you,
support
while
capsule.
he is powerful, he is not invulnerable. I can't as easily just ignore what's going on in these higher level areas as I can in those lower level areas, where I can just let me sit there and just get shot while I look over to what's going on in the chat channel. Hopefully it's still entertaining to watch those. I mean, I still have fun playing them, and the dialogue, I think, is what most people hang around for, not necessarily the gameplay. Especially because if you're wanting someone who makes, progress with every single time that they log in, I also probably not the one to watch, because even games that I love and absolutely
Get ready for
adore,
a capsule.
I don't make extreme progress in every time. I'm really enjoying Thief, but I think I played for 2 hours the other day. And despite Thief being, cool like it is, I had to redo one part like 4 or 5 times because I kept getting killed. And I get, that can be frustrating to watch.
Additional life support has arrived.
Oy. My life is not going back up here. Or with this new update, have they turned off that ability? If they've turned off that ability, that would explain. Nope, there it is. Hey, if you can lurk me as well, I'd appreciate the viewer on here right now, man. Just, post your link there in the chat, and I'll go ahead and lurk you in the background, buddy. Abso-freaking-lutely. Help out as much and as often as I can. Let me just let you know that I'm here. Boom. Uh-oh.
Life support incoming.
Okay. It's not as easy to take your eyes off the screen here, but you can still do it. Ooh, Delirium. That stuff is really hard to find. You can pretty much find it in planets like this or missions like this, sorties. Or you can get it as a daily login bonus, but the only other way to get it is to purchase it, and that makes it very valuable when you do pick it up. Of course, sorties are not just the normal enemies. they end up with the normal enemies, but then they want to crank up special things. You know, like, hey, on this sortie, the enemy is going to have additional ballistic protection. So that's the reason why sometimes, you know, you won't be able to hurt them as much or that kind of stuff. If you're wondering why, you know, because these guys are about the same level, why I'm suddenly not as effective. They probably have some kind of physical enhancement because the sorties are always wanting to be harder. But they get at the end of the 3 missions for the sortie, you receive special stuff. So I'm fine if they want to make it a little harder. I enjoy the challenge in video games. I don't know. I'm not competitive enough to really get into some games like the whole Call of Duty thing. The story mode is fun to play, but most people don't want to watch the story mode. They want to watch people, you know, because they have, you know, 7, 8, you know, kill streaks, and I don't have that skill level. I play AAA games poorly. I do like playing some indie games as well, and I like puzzle games, pretty much anything I want to do. One of my other ones I've got here on the channel is me playing a game called Bridge, or The Bridge. And it's a puzzle game, but it's a puzzle game like one I've not really seen before. It's very unique in the way that it works, and I certainly appreciate it. I still have it downloaded. I don't know if I'll play it again on stream. I mean, I played it for like 2.5 hours, and it was definitely fun to play. But we will see, I suppose. Alright, let me go back and check his channel to make sure that it's still lurking him, because yeah, like he's saying to me right now, as always, it is hashtag show the support. Not just something I say, it's something I do. Alright, just gotta survive here for 2 more minutes, and then we can head out of this place and keep moving forward. Gallium, getting all the good stuffs here. I've also not done a sortie in a little while, so yeah, Commandeer, hello. All right. It's awfully nice of Commandeer to take the time to say hi.
Life support on the way.
Some of the Warframe community can be toxic. Most of the Warframe community, from my experience, has been very friendly, very helpful. So, you know, if any of you guys do download the game, feel free to contact me, or just run on full open for playing. Some of the randoms, or as I generally like to call them because of South Park, you know, Randy, Mr. Marsh, Stan's dad. I like to call him, you know, oh, hello there, Mr. Marsh. So if you guys, you know, have a chance to play with a couple Mr. Marshes and hanging out with people, you'll develop some friends, because some of these guys are really cool. In order to be able to do that, though, obviously you need to kind of run with voice on open as well. I don't do a whole lot of that, because I like to generally run in closed chats. I know, boring, right? Damn it.
My Warframe is strong.
Tried to get it. Damn, physical enhancements.
Go to extraction.
1 minute. 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 1 minute Alright, there is absolutely no reason to stay here any longer than we have to. So we will head directly to extraction, just ignoring everyone else. Oh, thank you, Frost. Commandeer for the win.
We're running out of time. Consider extraction.
Damn enemies with physical enhancements. Now, the one thing that does suck is unless you have a dedicated team to do sorties with, most people at the end of sorties will abandon the team and go on to the next mission without, on their own. Which I get. All because you're good at doing a survival doesn't mean that you're going to be good at staying alive for the other stuff. And it sucks sometimes whenever they do the Lephantis as the assassination at the end, because he is badly glitched and doesn't always... Sometimes you'll get to the end and you'll have one face left that opens up, like this, and spits at you, and it'll stay closed, and you can only hurt it when it opens up. It's extremely frustrating. No. No. We all met in a sortie. Why would you not go to the next sortie?
Another dead Tenno.
Oh, shut up, Vor. Back to the boyo, oyo, oyo. We'll check you out, Wilburstein. Yeah, see? Oh yeah, enemies have better armor. Now they don't. Back to dropping level 70s.
You've been...
Getting a little too close to the camera there. I apologize, guys. Face cam's nice, and I kind of like my setup, but I do also feel that you kind of need to look up at it once in a while. Let people see your eyes. It's like they are fully open right now, but they don't look it because of the angle. I hope it looks better because, whenever I look down at where the picture is, that's what makes me see it that way, but I don't know.
Alarms successfully hacked. The location is returning to normal security levels.
I appreciate these guys for doing the hacking, because I'm not going to do that right now, because if we fail one here, it fails it permanently. Somebody's in A. You can take A all you fucking want. I will go for C in the hopes that I can actually pull it off. Which I have my doubts, but it all depends on if everyone else gets theirs.
You're nearing the castle. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Watch
Boom.
yourself. Grenier are on.
Oh, wait, which one is this? Oh, it's the easiest one ever. Yeah, doing a stealth mission as a Naros. Bam.
Excellent work. A clean section with no alarms.
See, these puzzles get a little harder. I mean, granted, it's just changing the direction it goes every time. But they do get a little more difficult with every increase in security level that you go up in the game. The ones on Earth are just ridiculously easy.
You've triggered alarms. Lose this data. It will be a complete failure.
I didn't trigger shit. I finished mine. Oh, did you choose the worst time to possibly die? Please tell me somebody's
We have
there.
everything we came for.
Oh, thank you, person. We only had to do it once. These missions can kind of suck because sometimes you get stuck doing them 4 or 5 times, trying to find a group that can actually pull the missions off without losing. And the bad thing is, a lot of times, the moment it goes bad, you got people who immediately start leaving the group and don't even give you a chance to try to save it. And it's like, ah! Yep, no problem. We got it. Avinka. Ooh, nice, and Naros.
Mission complete.
It's interesting to see how other people, when you're using the same Warframe, how what they've chosen is different. Yeah, so mine's only 1.7. Who else we got here? Alright, guys. When I end my stream, we are going to raid Ingenuity, because that's the right thing to do. We got one more mission before we do that, so you guys don't get too excited just yet. I just figured out the raid command, so I'm pretty excited about that one. All right, assassination. See the reward pool. All the cool things you can get. That's the reason why people do the sorties. Hey, Wilberstein, thank you so much for following, man. I saw you over in Judy's, so I will make sure to hit you back, sir. Nope, it's raid. And then I'm just typing it in, guys, so I can just hit it when we're done here. Because gotta wait for the timer to start. I think that's right. If not, we'll do it again. Do 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 do. Whoop 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 whoop. I don't know why the chicken dance is in my head right now. Necko of you, Josh. Or neck of you, Josh. Neck off? Neck off you? Let me puff real quick. By the way, streaming live on Twitch. Say hello if you guys want. Savage! What's up? This is actually the last mission I'm running for right now. We're gonna play Hawken later with Guap. I'm really looking forward to that. But we're gonna go raid someone else's channel that heard from Judy. You were streaming. I'm a terrible friend. Actually, and Judy, who we're gonna raid whenever I get done here. He stopped by earlier. Thank you so much for dropping by. I was telling people all day as I've been streaming off and on that Cutest Savage makes a stream. When she shows up, things get off the hook. He was MIA. Yeah, he didn't realize that AF Chaos was your Discord. I told him that this morning, and he was like, "Oh no!" He's hanging out with his daughter right now, but supposedly he wants to play Hawken here in a little while. So
do not let yourself become distracted by this tactic.
yeah, I know. Everybody's your buddy.
I see you.
The amount of people you got that follow you and stuff is just impressive the fuck out of me.
Target spotted. Stay. This one is a handful.
I'm coming as fast as I can get there.
Watch yourself. Grenier are on the way.
Jesus. You slow down for 1 second to read a chat, and everything goes to hell.
You will join us one way.
No, I'm also extremely thankful for your stream. Thanks to the people there that I was talking to, I got up to over 40 and 40 followers myself, and I am just so thankful for that. You guys, you are what makes it worth streaming. I appreciate it so much. And we're done. All right then. Let me actually escape this mission. Get to the extraction point. It has been a long time since people have killed things before I get there. So happy for you. What console is Hawken on? It's also on the PS4. That's what me and Guap both stream on right now. Honestly, you made my stream what it was. I told you that. I appreciate that. You've made my stream what it was more than once as well. So I'm happy I could return the favor. As I've told you, and as it seems to be becoming our little group's motto, is, show the support. You got to be there for the people who show support to you, because it's the only way any of us are going to continue to grow and flourish. And you guys have been amazing for me, and I want to be there for you guys. Woot woot! I certainly appreciate that. Yeah, I do right now. It happens, actually I seem to average between about 4 to 11, so 7 is right about in the middle. 6,000 Kuva! Fuck yes! Kuva's a pain in the ass to get in this game. Easy. Yep, I agree with you there, Genesis. Alright guys, well that's going to finish me up here for the stream here for Warframe. And I'm repeating myself because why the fuck not? Let me leave this squad. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I certainly appreciate it. We're all going to go and raid in Junie now. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that, and I'll see you guys there. And we'll catch you guys in the next stream. Here in about, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 hours, I'll be streaming again with Hawken and my buddy Wolfman Guap. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Oh, that would be the wrong button. Ah, shit, I did that wrong. There we go. Rating! Now stop broadcasting. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!